G'day, I'm Warwick Schiller, and this odd looking piece of equipment I'm sitting on right here is called a home horse. I got this home horse from our friends at the Horse Education Company, and what this home horse does, it basically mimics all, it makes you use all the muscles you would use while riding a horse. I actually tried this at a horse expo in Massachusetts last year, and I got on and the lady had me do a few little exercises and I couldn't do them. I'm like, hey, I'm a horse rider, And so it really showed up for me the tight parts I have in my hips and the weak parts I have in my core. And so there's a lot of different exercises you can do with this thing. One of the exercises is all you have to do is just rotate it around like this. And when I tried it at the Horse Expo in Massachusetts, it didn't stay on the ground all the way around. It went around and it kind of skipped some parts. It really showed me parts of me that were tight. And one of the exercises you can do with it is just rotate it around like that. And if you rotate it around to the right, so it goes clockwise, you will actually slowly do a turn to the left till you're facing the front. And if you rotate it to the left, it'll make you do a slow turn to the right. That's one of the exercises you can do. Another one is just basically you just rock backwards and forwards like you were riding your horse. There's a handle on the front here. You could hold the handle if you wanted to. You can just rock backwards and forwards like that. That really, for me, that helps open up my hip joints right here. Something else you can do is just try to balance it like you were sitting on like an exercise ball. And just having this thing balanced on its own is a little bit difficult. Now, right now I have it adjusted to where my feet my stirrup length, but what you can do to make it harder, you can adjust the stem right here, the post, and get it to where your feet don't touch the base, and then it's all thighs and core, and it's a workout. Like I'll spend 10 minutes on this thing and I'll be like all hot internally. So I really think this thing is great for people who don't get to ride as much as they'd like. These days I probably spend more time in front of the camera or in front of an audience than I do riding, and I really noticed last year at the World Equestrian Games that in the preparation for it that I wish I had more riding time under my belt, because I could really feel my core not as good as it had been. But this is designed for people who spend more time in front of a computer or whatever than have riding time, or even places where you can't get to ride all winter because it's freezing cold or snowy or rainy or whatever. So anyway, I think this piece of equipment here is probably the coolest thing I've seen for those of us who don't get to ride as much as we should or as much as we'd like to. And I've been using it just a little bit, and I can really feel a big difference in just the small amount of time that I've been using it.